you're gonna get a deep burn in the lungs. And you wanna let that heart rate come down, not to baseline. As it starts getting close to baseline, what is going on, YouTube? Back with the Prez, bringing you another voiceover video. I find that these voiceover videos just keep the overall video length a bit shorter, right? I can give you all the details and the breakdown with a voiceover as opposed to making the video 20 to 30 minutes with me doing a majority of the time talking after my sets. So, today's Thursday. This is typically an off or a rest day for me, but I've been doing conditioning on my Thursday workouts, right? And if you guys know, I've been doing 100 pull-ups a day, and I mentioned in my previous video that in the month of April, for the whole month of April, I'm going to be doing handstand push-ups every day. The amount of reps I'm going to do each day are to be decided. So Monday's upper body workout, if you guys saw that when I was hitting weighted dips, handstand push-ups, my handstand push-ups were pretty tough. I was only hitting 3 reps a clip with my hands elevated. I was under fatigue. I did them at the end of the workout. Today, I said, let's get some volume in on the handstands. Let's start getting the work in. So the goal was to accumulate a total of 30 handstand push-ups, and I end up doing 5 sets of 6, which is a pretty good volume for me. And here you're going to see I'm just breaking up some sets with some pull work, accumulating my 100 reps throughout the day. So like I said, we're doing 5 sets of 6 handstand push-ups outside today in the yard to start the routine off. Like I said, Thursdays are a conditioning workout, so after these handstand push-ups, you're going to see straight conditioning work. It's not a strength training day. These handstand push-ups, again, they were a movement that I was doing very often throughout the week, right? I was throwing in handstands often up until a couple months ago, right, when I just stopped doing them. Like I mentioned in my upper body routine, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it, right? Handstands and handstand push-ups, they're a skill-based movement, right? So the more often you do them, the better you're going to get at them. So like I said, and to combat all the vertical pulling that we're getting done this month, handstand push-ups are the direct opposite force in the same plane of motion, right? So it's going to be very healthy and beneficial to move into the handstand push-ups for the whole month of April. So this is the 5th set here. So this is going to wrap up the 30 total reps. You can see this is the one set where the reps start to get a little bit hard. I think that was rep 4. Rep 5 starts to slow down. Oh, that was rep 6 right there. So you can see the grind got a little bit harder naturally as the volume increased. And again, after each set of handstands, or not each set of handstands, but every couple sets of handstands, I'm going in and getting some pull work in, right? And by the time I finished today's full conditioning workout at the end of this, I've been 70 total pull-ups in. And by the time that I'm recording this talk over, I had just finished the 100. I went back to the park later on in the day and I finished my last 30 repetitions, which I actually just came back from doing. So that was 5 sets of 6 handstand push-ups to start off. That was the main strength movement of the day and volume movement. Now conditioning work, guys. I've been throwing this conditioning work in very routinely week to week. Great for getting, just like I said, condition. And I don't mean just like cardiovascular wise, it conditions the body, right? It tightens the body, helps you burn fat, helps you get really lean. And I did a post about this on Instagram also, guys, and I'm just going to break it down here. Conditioning workouts like this, right? This is what you could consider high intensity interval training, right? HIIT. Not to be confused with high intensity training. High intensity training is heavy weight for low volume to failure, right? The volume could actually be kind of moderate or even high, right? As long as it's going to failure, and that's high intensity training, right? That's more weight-bearing movements. High intensity interval training, that's when you're combining movement patterns in a circuit fashion to elevate the heart rate and get a nice burn going, right? And that's exactly what we're doing here. But now conditioning work, guys, remember this, it should not last longer than 15 minutes. And max, I would say 20 minutes if you get really, really adapted to it. Reason being, right, because this could start to, movements like this and repeated stress on the body like this in this fashion, where we're doing these explosive movements, these high motor threshold movements for repeated bouts, it could tend to lead to very high cortisol levels in the body, right? Cortisol is anti-anabolic, it's catabolic, right? It'll make you strip away muscle. And the longer you try to do HIIT workouts like this, high intensity interval training routines, meaning prolonged time throughout a session lasting longer than 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to send a stress response to the body that the body's going to just say, let's just break down muscle, we don't need muscle. We don't want that to be the signal, right? The strength building signal has to come from your workouts during your week, right? Your resistance training, right? That's going to stimulate the muscle and the strength to stay there, especially if you're low calorie. Now, these conditioning workouts, like I said, they're great to elevate the heart rate, speed up fat burning, and great for conditioning the body. And they also condition the heart, right? Conditioning the heart is the most important muscle, right? If your heart ain't working properly, your body ain't functioning properly, right? So doing a lot of strength-based sets, if you're doing a set of 3 to 5 reps and taking a 5-minute break, that is not very good for conditioning the heart, right? It just keeps you very, almost I could say lazy, because you don't have to be well-conditioned or endurance-based to do heavy weight. But to do classic calisthenics, reps and sets, competition-style training, when you go to the competition, you're doing 60-second pulls, 60-second dips, 60-second push-ups, 60-second squats. You got to have a very high threshold of endurance, right? Reps and sets training, superset fashion, bodyweight calisthenics, that's the brunt work of your basic calisthenics reps and sets. But conditioning like this high-intensity interval training, it's going to condition the entire body, which is going to translate over to your reps and sets. You already got the strength to do 20, 50, 60 push-ups, right? What limits you from doing more repetitions in that fashion is your endurance, right? So this is directly going to train your overall cardiovascular endurance, which is going to benefit your high-volume calisthenic reps and sets. So the circuit you're seeing here, guys, it's only 3 rounds. It's lasted a total of about less than 12 minutes, right? 3 rounds. The circuit started with the rower. On the rower, I was doing a 50-calorie row, which averaged me about 45 to 55 seconds, depending on how hard I was going. If I go really hard, I've done 50-calorie rows in like 28 seconds. That's just going excessively hard, right? Unsustainable for round after round. So you want to find a sustainable pace, which that 45 to 55 second time frame on the rower was perfect for me. Right from the rower, we came out to the 60-pound slam ball, and we did 10 ball to shoulders. That's a full body movement right there, guys. You're using your legs to lift the ball, using your entire upper body to lift it up to the shoulder. Your core and everything is stabilizing. 10 reps of the ball to shoulder, and then right from the ball to shoulder, we go to 10 burpees on the ball, right? Ball is going to add an element of stability, going to engage the core a little bit more. And we're not doing the full burpee to an explosive jump. We're just doing the burpee, standing up nice and clean, owning the movement here, guys. Elevating the heart rate. This is still a functional full body movement, a full body coordination movement, right? Burpees, if you're not doing them sloppy and retarded where you're humping the floor, you have to stay in coordination. It's a full body movement, right? You're getting legs, core, upper body, shoulders, chest, everything activated. And here you're going to see, guys, it's the 3rd round. Now, each one of these rounds is lasting me about 2 minutes to about maybe 2 minutes and 20 seconds, depending on how slow or how fast I was rowing for that matter, right? Now, the rest ratio is about a 1-to-1. So I'm working about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm resting about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So the entire total workout time, right, with the 3 sets. 3 sets, total time is going to take 7 minutes and 30 seconds, right? 2, 4, 6 for the 3 plus a minute 30. So we're saying each set takes 2:30, right? That would take us to a 7-minute and 30-second total work time with 2 2-minute breaks in between, right? Because you don't have to break after the 3rd set, right? So it's the working set first, 2-minute break. The second working set, 2-minute break, and then the 3rd set, and then you're done. So you're done total in less than 12 minutes, including the rest time in between, right? That's still under that 15, 20-minute mark, right? I just started incorporating these conditioning routines into my training, right? So as I get more and more conditioned and more adapted to them, I can elevate the time. I could go 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Today, 3 rounds was more than enough, guys. So, like I said, I'll reiterate it one more time. It's a 50-calorie row. Come right outside to the 60-pound slam ball, and we just do 1 lift, bring it to the shoulder. So 5 lifts to the right shoulder, 5 lifts to the left shoulder, and alternating each time. Again, full body movement. You're getting the back, legs, core, shoulders, chest, everything involved. And then here, guys, right into 10 burpees on the ball to finish it off. 3 rounds, heart rate, literally your lungs are going to be burning. Your lungs should feel like they're burning deep afterwards, right? That's how you know you did an effective conditioning workout, guys. Don't OD, don't overcomplicate things. Thursday, third workout of the week, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the routine. Let's get it. All right, guys. It's a wrap. If you ain't breathing like this, you ain't doing your conditioning work right. Shouldn't be long. 3 rounds. Each round took about 3 minutes, with about 2-minute break in between. Under 12 minutes total time between resting and working, right? If you're doing this high intensity interval training, which we could call a HIIT, this real HIIT conditioning work, it's not supposed to be 30, 45 minutes long. It's unsustainable. You start paring down muscle. Keep it short and sweet and effective. You want to create, you're going to get a deep burn in the lungs. And you want to let that heart rate come down, not to baseline. As it starts getting close to baseline, that's when you want to get back in the next set. So 3 minutes work, 2 minutes rest was my ratio right there. So wrap the routine, guys. See you in the next one.
Sad story, I ain't here for a symphony, no sympathy. When I was on the bench, you wouldn't sit with me. Now I'm on the court and I'm balling, my time's coming.